Right, hi there YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me again in this video. And we are going to be taking a look at a Ticwatch Pro 3 smartwatch, 47mm with GPS. And I paid £42.32 for it with £3.38 delivery, and it's a second-hand unit. That's coming up on today's show, and then I'll also explain what I want it for. So buckle in, let's go.
Get strong.
Right, okay, so this should be fairly easy to unbox anyway. Let's get this open. Just a simple snip with the scissors across here. And let's get this guy out of the packaging, and then we can explain what we want the unit for. So let's just do that. Right, okay. So just peel that tape off here. In the jiffy bag. And what we got is one Ticwatch Pro 3 GPS. And we have some other gubbins here as well. That looks like potentially a charger. So, well, the charging unit for the smartwatch. So we'll have to be careful with the scissors while we unwrap that, because we don't want to cut through any cabling. And it looks like it's a charging dock. So we've got that. Alright. And then in here we have the Ticwatch Pro 3 GPS. So let's have a look at that. And there's the smartwatch. And then of course there's some other wrist straps in there as well. And what looks like another charging cable affair there. So, and then obviously it's got some silica gel in here and the usual instruction manual and other paraphernalia there. So that's what we've got. Now, why do I want the Ticwatch Pro? Why specifically? Well, although it's a second-hand unit, let's see if it powers up first. Sure does. So why do I want the unit? Well, it's simple really. Because I'm an ethical hacker and a pen tester, and if we have a quick look on my computer, what we can do is install NetHunter on the Ticwatch Pro 3. Well, this is what this guy is. It's the Pro 3. It's asking to be paired to a phone as well. So I'm going to have to pair that to my smartphone before obviously I can use that. But I'm sort of digressing here. So what we have here, let's just pull the camera around a little bit. In fact, let me pause it while I do that. Right, okay, so we are back on the machine. We're having a look here, and I do apologise if you can't see this correctly or if everything comes through backwards. It's just the nature of the recording. But installing Kali NetHunter on the Ticwatch Pro 3, from unpacking to running NetHunter in 5 steps. So you unlock the bootloader, then you have to flash twerp, Wear OS image, McGisk, DM Verity disabler. 3, you finalise McGisk app to finish the routing process. 4, you install NetHunter. And 5, set NetHunter watch face. So it's quite a procedure that we have to go through. So you've got to unlock bootloaders here. It's a lot of messing about. But it's what I want this watch for. So I can then do ethical hacking and pen testing that way. So yeah, it's definitely a Ticwatch Pro 3 GPS. Says it right there. So that's what I got, and I only paid about £45 for it, with £3 postage and packaging. Kind of handy. So what I should be able to do is get Kali NetHunter on that. Now, unfortunately, after carousing around on the internet, it seems that none of these charging cables here actually are going to support what I want to do. And the reason being, if we have a look on the back here, there's 4 pins, right, which are magnetic. And 2 of those are going to be for data lines on USB. Now, the cabling that came with this is only 2 pins on there. So that's going to be for the power lines for USB. So there's actually no data connection on here. So what I'm going to have to do is more than likely make up one of those cables, pardon me, or buy one off of Amazon or something like that. So we're going to see how that one works out. I'm probably going to elect to buy one in the first instance and see if I can actually get that to fit this watch. That would be an advantage if I can. So then I don't have to faff about making USB cabling up. But if I have to, then I will. That's not a problem, right? So that's just an unboxing there and an overview of what I want the Ticwatch Pro 3 for. And it's just worth noting on this this part, just to finalise it, that you can find NetHunter watches on eBay, but they're going for quite a lot of money. So typically in the hundreds of pounds if you've got one of these with NetHunter on it. But that's pretty much all for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test this. Let's see if I can. Which way round does that go? It should go on there. There we are. Right. So I've got that on its dock. Let's see if it charges first, because obviously it's not going to be much good if it doesn't charge. Let's come off of its dock again. Should charge. Right, it's back on its dock. Let's just sit this guy down here. Plug this end into my PC. and we'll see what we got. There's nothing coming up yet. I might have to pair it with my phone. Not even sure how I use this. I'm going to have a tinker about with my Ticwatch off camera, I think. But let's pull you guys over little bit. Moving the camera about again. But there we are. Right, so that just sort of sits on its dock like so. And that should charge. Now, as I said, unfortunately, this cabling here, it's 2-prong. I need a 4-prong cable. I think I found one on Amazon for, or sorry, it wasn't Amazon, it was eBay for £2.83. But I think I'm probably going to elect to go the Amazon route and get it delivered today. And then we might stand a chance at having a little play around with this and see what we can do. But there we are, YouTube. Just thought I would show you that. So that was the Ticwatch Pro 3 GPS, 47mm. It's right here. The unboxing and what I want it for. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. Like, comment, share and subscribe as always. Get the bell on, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.